I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs 10 and verse 26. As vinegar to the teeth, and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him. The old camping adage is that smoke follows beauty. Well, all of us beautiful people have been there before, sitting at a nice, warm, comfortable fire, and then the wind shifts direction. We are then left with smoke blowing in our face, burning our eyes, and our lungs were gagging, and we began to just breathe out and want to gag. When this happens, what do? Well, you don't sit in one place. We move, and we move away from what would be a very bad situation. Vinegar is similar to the teeth. It's not good for them because it breaks down the enamel. By the way, I had to look that up. Just the taste of it makes you think about, have you ever tasted vinegar? It makes your teeth want to curl back inside of our mouth. Both smoke and vinegar produce irritating and harmful results. The sluggard is exactly the same. For anyone that dares to entrust him with a job, he will bring nothing but irritation and frustration as the task remains at best unfinished and at worst not even begun. So be careful who you trust today, and especially don't trust the sluggard. Verse 27, the fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. Every day we make choices that either aid or harm our health. Take, for instance, your eating. Will you eat junk food or will you eat healthy food? How about rest? Will you go to bed getting a good night's sleep or stay up past midnight to watch the ball game? Short term, these decisions seem kind of trivial, but a consistent pattern of poor health decisions can ultimately wreak havoc on your body and your health. Our spirit is like our body. It must be fed and it's got to be nurtured daily. Will we read God's word? Will you obey it? This is a simple encapsulation of what we would call fearing God. When we disregard God and his word, either by ignoring it or just simply refusing to obey it, we're making a choice that dramatically affects body, soul, and spirit. Not listening to God's word at church seems like not a very big deal. Watching that dirty program one time may not appear to wreck our spiritual life right away. And, just like our poor physical decisions add up, so do daily wicked choices. And before you know it, years of your life are thrown away. One more verse before we close today, verse number 28. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. On April 21st, 1986, 30 million people turned into a Geraldo Rivera 2-hour special as they watched a live excavation to uncover a vault once owned by the infamous Al Capone, buried beneath the Lexington Hotel in Chicago. The buildup was intense as speculation built that the safe could contain weapons or cash, or could it even be a dead body? Finally, it was open, and all they found were empty bottles and debris. Everybody spends their life anticipating what the future holds. For the righteous, the future is filled with gladness. Not because all desires are fulfilled, but because the desire is in God and in his everlasting promises and word. That means there's no disappointment. God's promises for our future just keep getting better and better. For the wicked, their expectation can't even be achieved short term, but in the long term, eventually, they'll lose it. This leaves nothing but bitterness and disappointment in the present and ultimately in the future as well. So live for the eternal. Hey, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time.